Trump's DHS takes some of the worst traits of how law enforcement agencies operate and conglomerated them into one Kristi Noem. Okay, including the dog shooting in her instance. Now, let's start with the video that was shared on social media that got a bunch of attention. So there is this video being shared online of ICE agents grabbing a 17-year-old Target worker at his job. He says he's a US citizen, but they continue to detain him anyway. He says they slammed him on the ground. Mind you, this is one perspective of the video. We have multiple videos that we're gonna show. It's just that the order of these videos being released and when they were seen, and it seems to sometimes affect how the story goes. So let's start with the original video that popped up on social media and got quite a lot of attention. This version of it got 15.4 million views, but this is not the only version that was posted. It was also heavily reposted on TikTok, where it got millions of more views.
Do it on Target.
Do you hear what people are saying? They're mentioning Minneapolis. People see how they behave in these videos, and the majority of American public has been polled. They don't think the shooting was justified. A majority, not a plurality, a majority of Americans don't think the shooting was justified, right? Whether or not, you know, because of the car's impact with his body as she was turning to the right, away, back onto the road, whether that like ends up protecting him legally is not what you know, that's a separate question. But when it comes to whether it was justified, the majority of the American public don't believe so. And the lack of cooperation with local authorities in investigating and the immediate jump to conclusions from the White House and the head of Department of Homeland Security has, well, let's just say, not inspired trust. And so when people see ICE operating, these are the first images that pop into their head.
Jonathan Aguilar Garcia. I'm literally a U.S. citizen.
Give us a phone number.
U.S. citizen.
Get the fuck out of here, Why are you kidnapping our citizen? Why are you? Why? Sir, give us your phone number. We'll call your family. Give us your phone number. At least his family. Wait, you want your family to know?
I literally have my passport.
What's your name? We'll find your family. Christian, what's your last name?
So this video goes viral, and the Department of Homeland Security responds to this specific video, this specific tweet, and quote tweets it and says, the individual was arrested for assaulting federal law enforcement officers under 18 USC 111, assaulting, resisting, or impeding federal officers. That's what they said he was arrested for, that he assaulted federal officers. Now, what's fascinating is that you can see the video that led up to it that was posted on TikTok, because again, everyone has phones now. So we can actually see the event and the assault, as the Department of Homeland Security described it, that led up to this event, because some of these videos don't get released until after they release statements. And the more often that they release statements before all the videos hit the public, the more often that they will end up embarrassing themselves.
I'm not doing all right. I can't back up. Yo. See that? Look at the recording. We're here. What's y'all doing? Go back up.
You good? What's that? You good? Oh, absolutely.
Your face.
Absolutely. Oh, back up. I'm walking here. Back up.
Like that. Do the show.
Hey, that's not a nice guy.
I don't fuck.
Good.
Fuck you and fuck all y'all. What you gonna do?
Hey, you guys American citizens?
Fuck you.
Huh?
American citizens?
None of your business. That's what.
There's a wall there.
Fuck you.
All right.
See that?
If ICE officer walked up to me and asked me if I was an American citizen. Now, I have a strange feeling that that would never happen to me, due to the fact that I'm not dark enough. And that's how a lot of these things seem to be going. I'm being blunt.
You know, to be honest, I'm a minority and I work at a hardware store, so I am a little terrified. But being terrified at home doesn't pay the bills, so.
That's true. We all have bills. But if someone who walked up to me asked if I was an illegal, my first instinct would be, I'm the most illegal. I'm on the list of illegals. I'm number one. I am the most illegal. I entered the country in the most illegal way possible. I entered the country smoking crack through a military base that was like classified, like completely restricted with like all I did what that Honduran president that Trump pardoned did. I am the most illegal. That would be my first instinct, because it's just such a, it just feels like such a stupid. Just asking people as they pass you on the road, asking people as they film you. What did you think they were gonna say? No, sir, I am undocumented.
You're blocking traffic. You're blocking traffic. Look at that. Bunch of y'all right there. Fuck every single one of y'all. Look at that.
I'm just gonna get a pic. Hold on.
Go ahead, take a pic right there.
There you go. All right, let me get one of this guy here. Right here. Appreciate that.
Fuck you. Huh? Fuck you. Come on. Fuck you. Don't touch me. Fuck you.
So he's saying fuck you. So to be clear, he has assaulted his ego. He has assaulted his image. I mean, he said a mean thing to an ICE officer. That is the current list of crimes. And he is speeding up. He is power walking. He's trying to go detain that dude because he said fuck you. That's what this looks like to me. That's what it. Some dude said fuck you in an ICE officer's face, and he was like, oh no, I must be in control. I have a gun. And immediately he has to like start speed walking, but he's doing like the thing where he doesn't want to seem bothered and like he's scrambling for somebody. So he has his hands in his pockets, but that dude is power walking, okay? That dude wants to get as close as possible before slipping out those hands and grabbing them. And it's clear, so the dude starts backing up faster.
Hey, don't touch him. Don't touch him. What are you doing? Come on. Yo.
Fuck you. I work here, bro.
Yeah, he works it.
Touch me. Fuck you.
Look at that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Or what? Fuck you.
Look at that. Look.
He did not, that is not assault. He did not assault an officer. I don't know how you look at this, but
Look.
the way that they view it is they called the whole like section. They didn't say he committed this crime. They instead cited a criminal statute that covered multiple crimes, including assault, resist, etc., in order to make it seem like this guy went up to a cop and like busted him upside the head with a baseball bat or something. Like this dude, was going out there and he was just like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like wrestling moves just off the back. Just like, oh, power, I'm going to leg drop you off the side of your ICE van. Boom. Like, that's not happening. He's walking away, nearly running away from the ICE officer. And the ICE officer tries to scramble for him. And I assume what they mean by this charge is that once that ICE officer, who did not even say he was arrested, you're under arrest, you're being detained, you're under investigation for crimes against the state. Donald Trump has chosen you as the next sacrifice victim. He hasn't said anything. He just has his hands in his pocket, like sliding up on him, trying to power walk towards this guy before sliding out his hands and grabbing for him. And so that charge must be leaning heavily on the resisting arrest part. By the fact that this dude just shoves his hands out as a non-local law enforcement authority and starts dragging this dude to the ground. And the fact that he struggled when he started to do that as an American citizen, a 17-year-old working at Target, that is the resisting. That is the possible assault on an officer, is struggling after he slides his hands out of his pockets and starts bringing it down to the ground with no, you're under arrest.
Grabbing him! You're grabbing him! Yo, let him go, let him go, let him go!
So that's the lead up. So let's just be clear. That's the government lying again about another ICE detention, about another case where an American citizen gets harassed. And you want to know how I know that this is bogus? I knew immediately once reading the story, before I even saw this perspective, it was bogus. You want to know why? Because this kid, and he's a minor, we got to be clear, we're not talking about an adult here. This kid was dropped off in the parking lot 8 minutes later. So if he was assaulting an officer, if he was a risk to U.S. ICE enforcement, if he was a dangerous undocumented that needs to be tackled to the ground in front of all of his employees because he dared disrespect the institution of ICE, if that's the case, why are you dropping him off 8 minutes later? The reason they dropped him off 8 minutes later, and he was roughed up, he was crying. I mean, I don't have any reports of medical like injuries or anything, but the dude didn't look good. He was crying his eyes out. Why was he dropped off? If he assaulted an officer, charge him. If he really resisted arrest and you can prove it from some body cam or something like that, charge him. If this dude is helping, facilitate the violation of the law, charge him. They had nothing to charge him with. So after he called him a mean name and they ruffled him up to the ground, put him in the back of the police cruiser or the unmarked van, because we're talking about ICE here, and then drove him around for 8 minutes, then they let him out after they finished roughing him up. Here is the video that we're talking about of him afterwards. If what they said is true, this video should not be possible.
This guy right here, they let him out of the vehicle, they tortured him.
This guy?
This guy right here, yeah. Torture. You okay, man?
No, I'm not okay.
Bro, shit's crazy. My man's bleeding. Bleeding.
They slammed me on the ground.
We gotta be able to call somebody. This is ridiculous.
See the frustration of we have to be able to call somebody. You see, your first instinct, call the police, but if ICE just messed you up and federal authority oversteps local authority, who do you call? Do you go call the cops on the cops? This befuddles locals, and it, again, adds to the pressure cooker, adds to a lack of trust. How are you going to get people to cooperate with ICE if this is the type of behavior ICE is doing to American citizens who practice their First Amendment right?
Can we call somebody for him?
You got family around? You got somebody here, man?
I think my girl.
Come on, we ain't here. Come on, man. You work here, don't you?
No, I work at Target.
You work, bro. Come on, bro. It's okay. That is so crazy. Man, slam this man up in the
They didn't even drop him back off as a target.
parking lot. Torture this guy. This guy.
Anyway, these types of cases, they keep stacking. The federal authorities keep denying. Videos that show the truth keep coming out. It's not a surprise. Right now, we have the most Americans ever in this country who think that ICE should be abolished.
Is a curd.
Bundy Ranch had an armed standoff against feds for them just trying to enforce the law. ICE is literally terrorizing blue states, and there's no remedy. That's your point of no return.
I don't believe that is the point of no return if there are if you're saying, Dylan, the only option is to go get guns and have a civil war. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong. Because when you say no point of no return, that's what I hear. But I hear the point of no return is, okay, I gotta go die for my country. Okay, that's what I hear. What's DKK? DKK means Danish kroner. This is bad. This is terrible. This is obviously awful. But the whole country being on fire and them doing this, under those circumstances, it might get even worse. Where it's not this kid gets dropped off 8 minutes later, that kid never seen again, So if there are other avenues in order to regain checks and balances, regain the house, put the people who are abusing their power out of power, I do want to take those avenues. That doesn't mean you let people trample on your rights. Everybody's rights is backed by physical force, and you as a human being have the right to use physical force against whatever state trembles upon it. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that a mass organized resistance comes with immense bloodshed. So when you say point of no return, I use those types of words very, very carefully. I hope you understand my position.